Yes, I just went through that explanation of the Titleist booth over here at the PGA Merchandise Show. I also showed you the precise shots require precision technology. This is a gentleman. Look at that. Look at those wedges behind him there on that wall. And it says Vokey. Mr. Bob Vokey, welcome to Tea Time with the Pronoun again, sir.
Thank you, Barry. Glad to be here.
All right, now listen. Do you realize we finished our 11th season? You've been a guest on my show for 11 years. This will be our 12th year on the air. And
That's unbelievable.
Yeah, you know,
where'd time go?
The tape of
I know I'm not getting any older. How about yourself?
No, I'm not either. No, I'm not. Okay, now, those are the three wedges behind you.
Right.
You always have something interesting to say about wedges. Now, tell us what you're working on now, because your mind is always way ahead of the curve there, Mr. Vokey.
What I'm trying to do, Barry, I'm trying to take in all of what I've done many times in the past. My R&D department is PGA Tour. So what I do, I take everything on PGA Tour. All my prototypes out there for 2-3 years. In fact, this is one right here. I've had it out there in a while. This is actually a little different sole design. I've had this out here on the PGA Tour for about 4 or 5 years. So we're actually going to introduce this. It's coming on the website. We have a website, the Vokey.com website. We actually sell a lot of product over there. It's been out on tour, either on prototype or in one of the players' bags.
All right, now, I haven't had a chance to see the new issue of Golf Digest,
Right.
but every year that I've ever looked at it since they started the hot list, you have not only won a gold, you've always been the editor's choice or the one that gets the golden star. I don't know what's going to happen this year, but
I never know myself. I just try to do the best I can. I always strive to probably design the perfect wedge. And we know the perfect wedge doesn't exist, but
yes.
it's so individualistic, you know. So it's betting, but it's mainly for the actual player to know his options, know what courses he plays, know the shots he has to hit, know his bunkers, know all around the green, all around. That's important for him to know that.
Yeah, well, I remember a couple years ago, after one of your, I guess, a tour player won the Masters. It was Zach Johnson. I called you up because you explained the turf that was at the Masters and what you did for Zach to kind of hone that down. Tell the folks about that again.
Well, it always happens. You know, players have played a little bit different, and usually it's always going to find out when I have to do a little bit more work when I'm out there. A little bit different, be out close, like maybe like TPC, a little bit very tight lies, Masters, and then again going over to the British Open, where you play courses, all the links courses out there, where the turf is very tight cut, very firm conditions. Sometimes it takes a little bit of soul treatment that you have to do on a particular wedge to help them help them nip the shot a little bit different. So those are input that comes from the player to me, and I'll make a couple options for him to take.
Yeah. Now I think he made nine or 10 birdies
awesome.
with his wedge and stuff that really short at the Augusta to win the Masters. Okay, one more thing before we leave.
Okay.
You've always talked about bounce, because I've asked you, well, what wedges should amateur golfers play, Mr. Vokey? And you've talked about the bounce on the wedges for amateurs. Give us a little lesson on the wedges we should be playing.
Find out what I've done. It's very important to see your PGA professional who's very knowledgeable, or you can turn around and go in a local tightest fitting center. We have all the options out there. We have in the 58s and 60s, I've got 3 options: mid bounce, low bounce, and high bounce. And I always say mid bounce is a good option to start for you. It's a good variety for all different courses. So, but if your course is very soft condition, deep rough, and you're more of an upright swinger, I like to use the word a digger type swing, you're better off with a little bit more bounce. Remember, bounce is like a rudder on the ship. Turn sideways, a little bit more bounce, less bounce. I like to say bounce is your friend. It's going to help you for more positive to bounce than negative.
All right, so amateur golfers, it shouldn't be playing the low bounce wedges.
Definitely not.
No,
definitely
okay.
Not.
So either the mid bounce or now, what is the highest bounce you have on your wedges now?
On my 56 and 54, I got 14 degrees of bounce.
Oh my!
With a wider, flatter sole, and then all of a sudden, I go down in my lobbers, I go all the way down to 4 degrees. In my lobbers, it goes to 6 degrees, which is bad for very, very firm conditions. And for a player who likes to nip the ball, takes a little shallow divot, little custom sand, you can get away with a little less pain. So I figure you're low handicap or you're tour professional.
Yeah. Well, Bob, I'm looking forward to starting the 12th season of Tea Time with the Pronoun in March. You've always been one of the first guests on the show. I hope you don't mind me calling you again out there in California to come on. All right, thanks again, Mr. Bob Vokey.
Thank you.
Siri not available. Connect.